Good afternoon, super friends, and welcome to the Friday, May 29th edition of the Sacred News and Weather. I'm delighted to have you here. I'm going to point the camera down. I have a little dog in my lap for the first time in a really long time. She just jumped up on my lap for the first time yesterday, and she's been here pretty much all day. I'm having another study day. So this message comes to you like whispered in my left ear while I was in the middle of my studies, and I'm not exactly sure where we're going to go with it, but we will find out. As with everything I do, take what resonates, leave the rest behind, and know that these messages are timeless. So whether you're tuning in real time on Friday, May 29th, or at a later date, you will likely find something here for you. If you do not, go ahead and turn me off and scroll down below. There are lots of messages where this one came from, and there will be many more. So what I heard whispered in my left ear as I was studying this morning was there are lessons in the longing. And I wrote it down because I knew it wasn't related to what I was studying so much as something else was coming through. I heard, I'll say it again, there are lessons in the longing. And as I'm saying it now, I'm getting a very funny image of the character Ennui from Inside Out 2. I'm seeing him kind of like draped over the couch, and I'm seeing also my tween son who has a lot of ennui. For a while there, we were calling him Wee Wee, and he didn't like it very much. But it's just that feeling of ennui, of ugh, is what it feels like. And I'm just seeing that now. I'm also seeing, getting a little ping, Chiron as the wounded healer. Um, what is there? What is there with Chiron as the wounded healer? I mean, I can tell you that my Chiron is in my first house, in Aries, and it was just being like bugged, picked on, agitated by Mars, and it was just a really, really difficult 6 or 8 weeks for me that I am now coming out of. And I'm also being shown, I have a dear one who is he's a chef, and he often talks about how he goes through so much before he creates a menu or a new dish. And as it turns out, his wounded healer is exactly there. It is in his, I think it's his second house. I think it's like creativity and that creative process and like birthing your creations out into the world. And so for whatever reason, I'm seeing all of this here. So take what resonates for you and maybe go look up where Chiron, where your wounded healer is in your chart and what Mars is doing to it now, because it's coming through. So there are lessons in the longing. There are lessons in the longing. What am I feeling here? I'm seeing the tarot card, the star. I'm seeing that you're longing. What we're being invited into is like out of that ennui, out of that and into really looking at where our North Star is and letting our longing guide us toward what it is that we desire most in the world. Aha, I think this is where we're going. Desire gets such a bad rap in our Western world. Desire, whether it was like, I heard squozen, not a word, but whether it was like I've got all sorts of noises today. Squelched out of you as a child by a religious upbringing, or is being squashed out of you now by religion or by your tribal beliefs or your familial beliefs, or whether you have desire tied into something bad or wrong for you in any sort of way, like earthly, like egoic desire. And this is where I need to clarify for you. I am not talking about the kind of longing that comes from ego. I'm not talking about the longing for a very specific list of qualities in a mate or a very specific person or a very specific job or a very specific scenario that is not attuned to your heart, but attuned to your ego. Like, I am not going to date that a woman unless she is blonde and weighs 124 pounds and is under 5'7". Like, that's okay, great. That you can leave that requirement, but that's not the longing I'm talking about, because that is not your heart's desire. That is your egoic desire. What your ego wants is not necessarily what your heart wants. And so let the longing be the lesson, or there are lessons in the longing. We're being invited to tune all of our energy toward our heart center and to really listen to what our heart is driving us toward. Listen to what our heart is inviting us toward. And I say toward because it feels like it's coming out of and moving up and toward the North Star, up and toward the light. I'm seeing also, so I'm sorry, I'm quiet. I'm getting like, and there's like a list. I had a list over here a minute ago of like how not to ask for what you desire, of wounded ego desires. And here I'm seeing another list, and I feel like I'm seeing a list of fears. I'm seeing a list of like what, for lack of a better term, dark things, darkness. Ah, okay. I think I'm being pointed toward yesterday's message in that we were talking about like bankruptcy, and we were talking about the dark that we believe we caused versus the fertile void, the darkness of the fertile void. And what I'm seeing over here, this list is all of the fears that keep us in darkness. I'm seeing on the list, I'm seeing fear, I'm seeing hesitation, I'm seeing procrastination, I'm seeing darkness, I'm seeing like being held back, drawn back, moved back, rather than turning toward the light, turning toward the North Star, and allowing your heart, your heart's desire, your longing to be your North Star. What is it that you desire? I encourage you to attune to your heart center and ask yourself what it is that you are truly desiring right now. Is it connectivity? Is it deep and abiding love? Is it the deepest connection you've ever known? Is it a mirror? Are you desiring a mirror? Are you desiring to birth a new form, a song? Uh, I'm seeing like birther of the cosmos. I'm seeing like ruach, like the breath, like something like the cosmos being born by breathing it to life and allowing what wants to emerge from your heart to be birthed out into the world. What is it? What is it? A child? For some of you, it is a child. For some of you, you're wanting to bring a child into the world. For some of you, a new form of work. There's much here that wants to be born, but it doesn't want to be born from your wounded ego, from this very list of particulars. It wants to be birthed from that longing. What is underneath the longing? If you're longing for a person, what is the feeling that you're looking for underneath the longing, underneath the qualities of that person? What is the feeling that you are looking for in your body? And if you're not allowing yourself to see it, there's a feeling of I can't even look there. And that's where this other list comes up of fear and darkness and procrastination and hesitation and old wounds. I'm reading trauma spiral. Like, I'm just seeing this whole list of all of the things that are keeping us from our desire. There's more here. I know there's more here. So I'm going to just be patient for a moment and let it emerge. I'm seeing I'm seeing the Six of Swords. I'm seeing the Six of Swords, and that is a card. When I see that card, it's there are different versions, but it's indicative of moving away toward calmer waters, moving away from this list here of dark things, of discomfort, of mire, of swamp. Now I'm hearing, and moving toward calmer waters, moving toward the light, moving toward the light. And I'm seeing the boat picking up speed. It's like not just this boat moving away from the shore toward calmer things, toward a lighter situation. I'm literally seeing the boat speeding up. I'm seeing like almost like you would see in a movie where we go to warp speed and like shoom, we just go really fast and light and everything catches up with itself and we're there. Like that feeling of like shoom and we're there. We're in this new place. And what it feels like is you're being invited to use your longing, to use that desire, to use that heart-centered desire to leave behind this sticky, icky stuff and get on a fast boat. It's like this is going to happen fast. And I can see where, like, if you hesitate for a minute, this boat is going to be gone. And I will always say, as soon as I say things like that, that what is for you will not pass you by. But I can see where you are being invited to step onto this boat. And as you step on it, it is going to launch you into the next timeline. It's going to launch you into the next level. It's going to launch you into your next up-leveled place of being. It's going to launch you toward your desire, but I can see where you still are trying to keep one foot in the like second guessing yourself and I don't know and what if it's wrong and what if it's the right not the right thing and what if it's too much and what if all like the negative what if spiral. And here, just by stepping on the boat, you're going to be spiraling up into all of the positive what ifs. What if it does work out? What if you do get what you want? What if there is more abundance? What if there is greater love? What if I do get to have the biggest dream that I could ever possibly dream? What if that is actually for me? What if it is, rather than what if it isn't, or what if it can't be, or what if it won't? We're being invited to step on this boat and allow ourselves to be taken to our North Star, knowing that what we want, what we want, spirit wants for us. What you want wants you is what I'm trying to say, but I can't get it out because I'm talking too fast. What you want wants you. So step on that boat, trust it, trust spirit to take you toward your desire, not that egoic desire, but that true heart-centered desire. Because if you are attuned to your heart, if you're attuned to your intuition, if you're attuned to your truth and heart in Kabbalah are it's Tiferet. Tiferet is the truth. It is our heart-centered truth. You are not going to go wrong. You can stay back here in fear. You can stay mired in the swamp. You can stay in ennui. You can stay in the wounding. You can stay there and you'll stay there. It's not going anywhere. You can stay there if that's where you prefer to be. But I can see where we are being offered this boat, to step on this boat and to go. And I'm going to encourage you to step onto that boat and go. I think that's what I got. I just heard accept the invitation, accept what life is offering you. It's here. Like the boat is here. It's ready to take you. Go. What are you waiting for? Go. The worst thing that can happen if you get on the boat and go toward your North Star is when you get there, you can recognize, oh, this isn't actually what I wanted. And you know what happens then? You get to choose again. That's all that happens if you get on that boat and it takes you to a place that you're not sure you want to be in. You just get to choose again. So rather than staying stuck over here in the fear, in the swamp, in the ick, get on the boat. Let it take you. Happy Friday. I'll see you all tomorrow, perhaps. Perhaps. Bye bye.